What's cracklin', everybody? Welcome back once again to the definitive cereal tier list. For each episode, take a cereal, put it on the tier list so you know how good it is. I'm your host Tucker. In this episode, we're doing maple flavored homestyle waffle cereal, aka Eggo, but cereal form. Now I think this was a thing when I was a kid and it went away and now it's back. I'm pretty sure this is a return and not a new arrival, if that makes sense. But it is newish still. In the past 6 months, 8 months, whenever I bought this, it was new, but it's been a bit. But I'm just trying to make it clear that I had something like this when I was a kid, and I think it was the same cereal. So I have a vague memory. Bit of a mess, that thought process. But referring purely to the list and not possible memories that I have, the thing I think this would most likely compare to would be the French toast crunch, which obviously French toast waffle's different, but still kind of that maple flavor. And that was a C, so that's probably going to be our starting point for this one. All right, let's get into it. There have been a couple times where I've seen this cereal sitting there and I thought, I should get to it sooner, but I haven't. Oh wow. That's definitely syrup scented. Wow. But yeah, I've wanted to do this one for a bit. Just haven't got around to it till now. We'll see if it's been worth the wait. Okay. So this, I guess, sort of a waffle shape. That feels very generous to say, but I'm assuming that's what they were going for. We had very strong scent of syrup. Okay. The scent of syrup, I think, is stronger than the taste. The taste is a little different. I don't think it's, obviously I guess the cereal itself is playing a part into that, but it's not just a straight maple taste. What's fun for me right now is the fact that I, one, had that really rambly bit about my memory of this cereal, and two, struggled very hard on that first bite. So we're off to a great start for this video so far. And now I can't figure out what that other maple flavor is in this. So this episode right now is just a hot mess. So thanks for sticking through it. And despite looking pretty thick, these pieces are actually sogifying at a fairly decent rate. The pieces are a little more porous than I think you first sort of notice at a glance, so that's why that is. But again, as always, just worth noting that sogification speed. Now let's see if we've got a bit of maple milk. I don't really expect to. The milk looks unchanged, but we'll see. It's sort of almost there. It's one of those ones where it's not a huge change. It's a situation where you can just kind of taste that it was sitting in there. It's not necessarily mixing into the taste, if that sort of makes sense. See, that bite, I got it a bit more than the first time. But yeah, sort of mapley, but again, not quite the maple flavor that you would associate with the scent from first opening the box. So that's a bit odd. But really the biggest letdown of this is that it did not taste like a home-style Eggo waffle, because those are real good, and this was just fine. So I'm pretty sure that other taste that I was experiencing with the maple flavor was just the pieces flavor, because it's a combination of wheat, oat, cornmeal, like all that together. So I think it was just that grain cereal sort of taste going on. It just didn't mesh well with the maple flavoring. Normally, I like it when the very sweet, weird flavor that they're throwing in there is a little calmer. As we noted, there's been a lot of times where that gets too overpowering. It kind of ruins the whole thing. But for this one, I kind of wish the maple taste had been a bit stronger. I think that would have helped it a bit. But as it stands now, it was just kind of, okay. So what I'm going to do is give Eggo maple flavored homestyle waffle cereal. I'm just going to call it Eggo Homestyle cereal. Sort of shortened it there. Is going to be a D, which actually is in line with the maple cereal. I'd forgotten about the Honey Bunches of Oats pecan and maple brown sugar cereal. I don't remember that one super well, which I guess is why I forgot it. But hey, maple flavors sort of sticking together. It like I've kind of just said, it's fine, and I think could have done with more maple flavoring. Maybe, obviously not really possible, but tone down the cereal piece flavor. It's just the weird combination, I think. It's getting to me. I got maybe a bit more of the corn taste than a bit of the others, so maybe that threw me off. I don't know. The piece was just kind of fine, and I think it just needed more of that extra flavoring. And this marks the first and most likely only time that I will rank French toast above waffles. So I gotta live with that now too. If you enjoyed this video, remember to like and subscribe, and in the comments below, post your general thoughts. Let me know if you've managed to snag a box of this Eggo cereal. Let me know what you thought about it, obviously. Did you feel it needed a bit more maple as well? Did the piece taste not really mesh with you? Were you also kind of surprised by how porous the pieces were? Lots of different thoughts that I've had, which maybe you have had or had contradictory ones. So let me know either way in the comments. But until next time, stay delicious.